The cleanup is still happening, but with cleanup comes a little bit of fun with the snow. If we take a look over here, you can see there's plenty of people enjoying the snow. I am in downtown Binghamton, where you can see behind me demolition of the Water Street parking garage is still underway. We're taking a look where our station is located in Johnson City. We've also got other areas like Endicott, West Corners, and Binghamton. And New York City is providing more than $2 million in funding to cover legal assistance, social services, and other resources for Ukrainian refugees. He grew up in Johnson City, became a defensive lineman for the Carolina Panthers, and now he's back in town to open a business in the community that once helped him achieve his goals and inspire others in the process. After a snowy weekend, we join you today with a look at how the weather has impacted the southern tier. Good evening, and thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Maci Cosmore. Meanwhile, here at Binghamton University, college applications have increased 5% for first-year students, and that number is growing. The health department will be hosting another pop-up clinic right here at the Lakeview Arena in Marquette tomorrow from noon to 4 in the afternoon. No appointment is needed. We're all feeling the impacts of rising prices, but local farmers are especially concerned. Our top story tonight, tragedy in the city of Binghamton after a young girl was shot and killed. The new study shows that a third dose of the coronavirus vaccine is needed to fully protect against the Omicron variant. On Wednesday, the New York Attorney General's office announced more than $4 million will be distributed across the southern tier after a statewide lawsuit. I sat down with Broome County Executive Jason Garner today to learn more about the lawsuit and how the funds will be put back into the county.
These settlements can't bring back the people that we lost, but they can bring back funding to make sure that we don't lose another generation.
This week, over $4.8 million was announced to be distributed to the southern tier after a class action lawsuit against multiple opioid distributors and manufacturers, including Endo Health Solutions, Janssen Pharmaceuticals, and Allergen.
Broome County was one of the first counties to officially sue opioid manufacturers way back in February of 2017. It was one of the first things we did in this office for their role in the opioid epidemic, overprescribing opioids, which got so many people addicted to opioids, and unfortunately so many people died as a result of that.
Broome County Executive Jason Garner says the county is on track to hit a record high of fatal overdoses. In 2021, Broome County reported a total of 54 suspected fatal overdoses and 516 reported non-fatal overdoses. For the first quarter of 2022, there has already been 21 suspected fatal overdoses and 147 recorded non-fatal overdoses.
The funds are needed now more than ever, and that's why we're committed to putting 100% of funds into helping people.
Broome County is receiving $1.6 million in settlement money, and Garner says every penny will go towards opioid programs, prevention, and education, including current program expansion and adding to the county's mobile crisis team.
We are in conversations with our providers. We're in conversations with the Broome County Mental Health Department, the Broome County Health Department, Department of Social Services. We're collaborating with people across the community to figure out where the funds should best be spent.
No money has been distributed to Broome County yet, but
what I'd like to see is a commitment, whatever we're going to put this money into, that we're not just going to fund it for a year and then walk away from it, that we can do it year after year after year, and make it a program that's long-lasting and beneficial to people for a long time.
Now, Garner says all of the money from these settlements will be distributed within the next 8 years, but the breakdown of funds to be distributed in 2022 include Broome County with the most at $1.6 million, Shenango, Delaware, and Tioga each with $300,000, and Tompkins receiving just over $700,000. This is just one of many tricks that will be performed this weekend at the first ever Youper Looper, a flying contest which involves sudden changes in aircraft orientation.
It's, the best of our knowledge, the first aerobatic contest that's ever existed in the Upper Peninsula. It's not to be confused with an air show. An air show is to impress you with smoke and speed and noise and everything else. This is what's called precision aerobatics.
Uper Looper contest director and competitor Roger Bentledge says right now there's 11 registered contestants from across the U.S., including Michigan, Iowa, Illinois, Wisconsin, and Florida.
We fly for points from judges, and then we compete against each other with points, and then at the end we get trophies and bragging rights.
For Bentledge, this is only the second year for the Aerobatic Club chapter at Sawyer International, and it's already soaring to new heights.
I didn't realize this until later. There's only 40 in the entire world. So the aerobatic community has really got their eyes on us, and they're looking forward to big things from us up here.
Bentledge says this event may be the first of the club's history, but he anticipates more in the years to come.
It's just a wonderful, clean sport, for lack of better words. We do it all for fun. There's no money involved other than the cost of doing it. And general aviation has grown out here by leaps and bounds.
The Uper Looper contest is weather dependent and is set to begin at 9 in the morning on Saturday. Spectators are welcome and masks are required to go through an airport building to get to the runway. Maci Cosmore, TV6 News, KI Sawyer.